I'm
I'm
raising
raising
my
my,
abatement on the grounds of misnomer because I've been misidentified in this case, and I'm just pointing out the defect in the case. And I'm aware that misnomer is a very fatal um, mistake in a case. So I just wanted to point that out in my case.
is that misnomer? Is that what you're trying to say?
Yes.
Yes, Your Honor, the prosecutor has stipulated to dismiss all cases. So the dismissal for the driver's license would have to be for best interest of justice.
Well, I know some, I don't
Make
know if
that
it's the
clear.
best interest, I don't know if it's the best interest of justice. I don't know if that's the case.
Okay.
No,
What about prosecutorial discretion?
no, it's not about that. It's not about that. It's about, what it's really about is this essentially what I consider sovereign citizen stuff. You know, everybody else is taking deals for the same instance, and these sovereign citizens come in here and with no basis in the court's eyes, and they get to go.
First of all, I thank you for this opportunity to speak. Your Honor, I am here appearing specially, not generally, and I am raising my abatement on misnomer. And yeah, that I'm raising my abatement on misnomer, and um that's it. I'm raising my abatement on misnomer.
I don't even understand what that means.
I'm sorry. Can you say that again?
I don't even understand what you just said or the meaning of what you just said.
I'm
I'm
raising
raising
my abatement on the grounds of misnomer because I've been misidentified in this case, and I'm just pointing out the defect in the case. And I'm aware that misnomer is a very fatal mistake in a case. So I just wanted to point that out in my case.
Is that misnomer? Is that what you're trying to say?
Yes.
All right, so so obviously, what Ms. Graves, what I understand Ms. Graves is trying to say is that they pulled over the wrong person. It wasn't her that was actually driving. If she's saying that I guess that's what she's indicating. I don't know. Maybe you can
No,
clarify that.
Your Honor. Respectfully, no, that's not what I'm implying at all. I don't deny that I was not there in the interaction on, that day with the police officer. I'm not denying that at all. I was there and I am present now here as well. What I am saying is that there has been a misidentification between me and another party. I've been misidentified as a a corporate fiction rather than a natural person,
All right. So
which is
that's the same sovereign citizen stuff, just doesn't, that's the same sovereign citizens argument in the court's eyes. So I don't, that whole, I'm not a person, I'm a corporation, and I get to be able to travel freely upon this road and without impediment. Listen, this is the state of Michigan, the city of Detroit. The Constitution and the amendments to the Constitution give the state the authority to force individuals on the road to keep for the safety, health, and welfare of its citizens, to have a minimum requirement for them to be able to drive what they and try for the safety of the individuals on this road. So the fact that you feel, or I'm assuming that you feel that you don't have to have this because you're this special entity or whatever claims that you're making, the court does not recognize those claims. Therefore, the court is not going to accept the fact.
respectfully, Your Honor. I would like to request evidence that the court does have jurisdiction over my living person and not my
That's not
corporate.
the court. That's not the way the system operates, ma'am. You need to read the Michigan court rules and educate yourself better. I don't know who's been teaching you this stuff, But quite frankly, the court does not have to give you any jurisdiction. And you challenge jurisdiction. The court says you were pulled over in the city of Detroit. You indicated that you were at the scene. The officer gave you a ticket. That is notice for you to come to court. You set a court date, and therefore you're here now. So other than jurisdiction being that you weren't in the city of Detroit when this offense occurred or these allegations occurred, then the court will hear an argument about that. But as far as anything else other than that, whatever you're speaking on, the court is not going to even entertain that. All right.
Respectfully, Your Honor, my
We
presence
understand, Your Honor.
alone does not equal
All right.
established
I told you I'm
jurisdiction.
not entertaining that stuff. I let you make your record. You've made it many times, and you have there's a record down here. So either go back in the breakout room and wait on Mr. Baughman to figure out what this trial date is going to be. I'm going to let you be heard, and you can put that to a jury of your peers. All right, and the jury of your peers accept your argument about you not having to have a driver's license and the court not having jurisdiction, then that won't even go to a jury. But if the court will accept your argument about whatever your position is, ma'am, and they find you not guilty, then that'll be the case. But other than that, we're not going to keep going back and forth with this. All right.
I did offer until Mr. Baughman advised that she was struggling with housing, which I think makes her an excellent candidate considering she has a child for possibly street court. So I'm open to whatever's in the interest of justice, Your Honor.
Yeah,
May I make a
well,
record?
I understand that you were dismissing for documents, but the issue was not having the valid driver's license. That's where the issue comes up. Go ahead, Mr. Baughman.
So I spoke at length with my client yesterday or day before yesterday about street court and street justice and about how that would comport to some of her needs. She is currently in a shelter. She has a young son. I think he's 2. And she's also has some needs with respect to employment and quite possibly healthcare that could be in form and prospectively would be met if she would participate in our street justice program. I did mistakenly tell her that it might be a year commitment. I want to make sure that I correct that because Ms. Horn says this is a 90-day turnaround, that the cases and the instant cases would eventually be dismissed once we get Ms. Graves the help that she needs with respect to what we've placed on the record, as well as with respect to getting her driver's license.
From what my understanding, Mr. Baughman, Mr. Patel is not necessary because that process is going through by the good people over there at the shelter. So that's congratulations on that. I'm glad to hear that. So we'll talk about moving this matter. We'll cancel the jury trial tomorrow.
Your Honor, forgive me for interrupting. Would you consider giving me some more time to work with my client? I'd like to see her get a valid driver's license. She is not suspended out of Detroit to somewhere else. I think I can help her identify that. And I think we can bring her back with a valid driver's license. That should please us all, most especially the defendant and the city of Detroit.
Well, I'd absolutely like that. I would like, thank you, Madam Counselor over at the shelter.
You're welcome.
I would like that. I would like that as well. But as I just say, from everything I've heard from Ms. Gray, that's not her intention. It doesn't seem as though it's her intentions. Are you willing to do the necessary steps to get a valid driver's license now?
Of course, Your Honor.
Okay. All right. What we'll do is I'm gonna reset this matter for a pretrial date. I don't know where you get the arguments that you're making, ma'am, but in the court's eyes, they have no basis in fact or law. All right. So I don't know how you can take that for what you want. You're your own individual, and you can make your own decisions. But that stuff, I'm changing my way I move forward with the sovereign citizens. I don't think it's fair that everyone else either has to bring a valid driver's license in